fueled by C4, Cellucor, and Extend. Use the code Clydesdale to get 20% off at checkout at c4energy.com. On Clydesdale Media, where we bring you the widest array of content here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notifier so you're the first to know when new episodes are available. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Clydesdale Media Weight Loss Story, or what today's episode's called is Push-Ups, Push-Ups, and More Push-Ups. But before we get started real quick, today is Amazon Prime Big Deal Days, and C4 is running mega deals, Extend and Cellucor. If you go to the Clydesdale Media Instagram page and click on the link in the bio, it takes you to a landing page where all the C4 stuff is separated out, and you can just go through that and the Extend line and the Cellucor line all on that landing page. So go ahead, do that, stock up, get your energy, and away you go.
So I have to ask about this Amazon Prime stuff. I feel like an idiot. Wasn't there just an Amazon Prime Day like in July? Does it happen like throughout the year?
So Prime Day is only in July. This is called Big Deal Days or something. Okay. So it's just another way to pump everything up. What I found interesting is I got a couple really good deals on Prime Days. And I was looking, I'm actually trying to buy a new camera to take with me on the road. Because right now I use 3 different cameras depending on what I'm doing and what I'm shooting. And I want one camera that I can use for everything and just pack one camera as opposed to like all of them. And so I was looking to see if they had a camera on this Big Deal Day, and the one I want is not, of course, not on that, but I saw some of the same deals I got on Prime Day on there. So I think it's just it's just a marketing tool to get people to go to their site.
Yeah. What's up, guys? I see Corey on again. I saw Corey earlier this morning talking about my fat loss frameworks. Got Jody.
Jody and Judy.
I know. I always get them confused. Judy. Jody still needs to reach out to me. Me and Jody have communicated a little bit via email, and definitely want to be able to help her with her own fat loss journey.
And Holly's on, and Holly just put out some stats on CrossFit licensed events around the world, which was fascinating. I shared it on my story. Or you can go to @DataWad and check that out. But it blew my mind how little license events are outside the US.
I want to look at this. Yeah. I guess there's going to be some more license event now that the official announcement is out about the masters, the teams, and the adaptives. So more to add on to that for sure.
Yeah, they just didn't give any details. Like that part was the kind of the worst kept secret ever. And they just released what everybody kind of knew, but they didn't give any details with this announcement to know, like, because I think the most important thing is when. Is it before the games or after the games?
I think it sucks. I think it just I know this is your weight loss journey, but I literally just found out about this like an hour ago. And I just think that it's just, I get it. The sport is changing and evolving, and that the money, people want to see the elite athletes and the teams. But, I just feel like they're taking a huge piece of the community aspect of CrossFit out of it. And yeah, I guess maybe separating it, they can get more masters involved. But I mean, think about like Olympic weightlifting, right? Like Olympic weightlifting, they don't like separate, okay, we're going to have the masters go this time and then the regular people go this time. Like in Olympic weightlifting, it's just like all the same. The meets are all the same time, like the Pan Ams, whatever it is, it's all the same. But anyways, we can
I can see both sides of it.
Yeah.
Completely see both sides of it.
Yeah.
But I understand why people are frustrated on both sides.
Yep.
I want to see what they do with it. If these partners blow it up and do awesome, then it's all good things. But
I agree.
I had a blast at MFC with the Masters community. And if Legends can do it on a bigger scale and have more of the top end athletes, then it could be great.
Yeah. I 100% agree. It's just like the move to Fort Wayne, Fort Worth, whatever. I can't even think right now. The move, right? Like nobody can be upset about it until it actually comes because we don't know what it's going to be. It could be better, could be worse. Right now, it just is what it is. So, with all that being said, let's segue into discussing Scott. Last week,
To segue, a couple comments. Bruce, yes, I'm out of my funk. I'm getting there. I still have a little tinge of funk, but most of it's gone. And I think I just needed some time off.
well, that was going to be my first segue into talking about Scott. Was last week you were under a lot of stress. A lot of it comes down to anxiety, worrying about things and trying to like think things through, making decisions and all that kinds of stuff. And how have you been doing with all of that stuff? How are you feeling right now?
Much, much better. It was great that I had a 3-day weekend this weekend, and I was able to. I really am just focusing on like the stuff I have already in the hopper that I just have to finish and get out, which is the games doc and the MFC short stories or whatever I'm calling them, stories from the MFC, which another one's coming out tonight at 7. Uh, and I'm not worrying about having guests on right now. Like I'm just taking a break from that. And I think that just eased enough of my mind. And because there's a lot of work in that. There's scheduling, there's thumbnails that have to be made, there's recordings that have to be edited. Um, and so I just kind of put that on the back burner for now and taking a break from that and doing what I have and just enjoying the time doing that.
Yeah, I love that for you. Personal goals, you were successful with week 1. And I had 2 questions because I was gonna put week 2 workouts in, but I wanted to know, do you like it better with me putting like you just following up with what we're doing in the group and like I'm gonna do that for the week, or do you want me to keep putting week 2, week 3, week 4 in there? Because I didn't want you just doing a bunch of push-ups and then like I said, overtraining it. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to developing a strength, especially like push-ups, a little goes a long way, and you don't have to just do a bunch of push-ups to get better at push-ups. So I think that there
Well,
are other things. Yeah.
funny story. Guess what was in our workout today?
Push-ups. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, lots and lots of push-ups.
Yeah.
So it was 5 pause dumbbell bench into 12 bench or 12 push-ups.
I like that.
And so I'm counting the dumbbell benches as push-ups as well.
I like it.
And I'm taking tomorrow off
Okay.
because there was 70 today.
Okay. So week 2 in the group, I put the challenge as you're going to complete 5 sets, 3 to 5 times a week. I think you should do it 5. Well, if you have a push-up day, don't do it. So you can do it 4 days. You're going to complete 5 sets of 2 minutes of max push-ups and 1 minute of rest. So that's week 2.
Okay.
So I'll tag you in it because I know that you're not big on Facebook anymore. So I'll just make sure you see it. That's the group challenge for week 2. So we're going to still accumulate a lot of push-ups, but the goal is beginners can do 3 sets, intermediate 4, 5, or if time only allows one day for you to do 3 sets, do 3 sets. But it's just another way to get us accumulating push-ups. And you can even do different variations in each of those 2-minute intervals. You can do dumbbell bench press, push-ups, incline push-ups. I don't care what you do. You're doing a pushing movement and you're getting better at it. So like I'm kind of mixing it up. I did wall facing strict handstand push-ups yesterday, which by the way, why are those so much harder than regular handstand push-ups? I'm like, not that you do those right now, but like it's like a whole different,
Not a clue, Cheryl.
it's like a whole different
Not a
animal.
clue.
I'm like, I am so good at handstand push-ups. And I'm like, this makes me feel like a beginner. Anyways, so and like tomorrow, I'm gonna do regular push-ups. I'm gonna do regular push-ups tomorrow. And then Friday, I'll do dips, kind of mixing it up a little bit this week. So I'm liking the push-up challenge. I think it's
As,
good.
as Nick said in the Sevon chat today, I'm in the adaptive big body division.
Oh, I got it. All this terminology, politically correct, adaptive big body. Oh,
That's not even real. That's just something Nick made up, and I'm
yeah,
just who's Wad Zombie,
that's
just so you know.
funny. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm learning.
we-
I'm learning.
that division doesn't do wall facing handstand push-ups.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, you do box handstand push-ups, right? Which is technically a wall-facing handstand push-up because you're facing a box. Just saying,
Yeah.
so anyways, so the push-up challenge, I think you did good week 1. Let's talk about, goals right now in terms of have you weighed in?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I think you should. And I think that there's 2 reasons why. It's not always about the push. Self-monitoring is really important. Whether you're trying to lose or you're just trying to maintain through a season, self-monitoring allows us to ensure, hey, like I'm not because you haven't been tracking your food either, correct? Unless I missed something.
Correct.
Okay. You're not tracking a thing. You're not tracking your weight. I know you're working out, and I know that you are pretty decent on food usually. We're going to talk about that. But with you not really pushing for a goal right now, which we're going to talk about today, aside from getting better at push ups, it's important to self monitor and ensure that we're still at least staying status quo, paying attention to what's going on the scale, paying attention to how our energy is throughout the day. Are we eating enough? I know you tend to be a chronic under protein eater. So things like that we have to kind of look out for. So are you feeling like right now it's hard for you to get back in the bandwagon, back in the saddle towards working on fat loss?
No, no. I think in the last week everything is lining up really well for fat loss.
Okay.
Um, Meals are prepped. I think I'm eating as well as I have.
Okay.
It's just I haven't tracked, and that is just a habit thing that if I get out of, it's really hard for me to get back in, and I just have to do it, and probably means I have to post on my Instagram every night,
Yep.
again to get me back in the habit again.
I think that was a good habit because that accountability, remember why we track. Well, we track, we can change. And you know that when you're tracking, the weight just comes off. It's like it just starts it's consistent. And it's not hard. It really isn't hard. It takes because especially because most of us are creatures of habit. We might change 1 or 2 things throughout the day, but it's pretty much the same thing. Now, don't do what I did. I decided to try using a different food tracking app this week, and I already canceled. I'm like, I can't do this. That was literally like the stress of trying to learn a different. Like, remember when I tried to use the in-app? Nope, not even worth it. Just sticking with my fitness pal. Sorry. So, but I was willing to give this person they wanted to offer me something. I'm like, no, not going to try it. Sorry. Just the thought of like, but so yeah, just getting into your routine. Once you're in it, it's good. So,
Yeah, it's just forcing myself back into the routine.
and it really like think of it like this. It's just like the routine of tracking your workouts. Do you track your results at the gym?
90% of the time.
Yeah. It's just you go in, you plug it in, and you're done. You know, and it's so that you can look back and you can see how you're progressing. We can look back and see what we need to change. Same thing. We're approaching now, we're what, 20 days out from the Rogue? When is it? The 29th?
Yeah, I have made the decision that I'm not going to Rogue.
Okay. Last week you were thinking about going because of the other business stuff. Got it.
Yeah, it's just not viable economically,
I'm gonna
for
be
what
honest.
I can get there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think that there are ways you can connect with the companies without being at Rogue. Like I think that you can schedule meetings virtually and save the money. And I think for your stress levels right now, it's good for you not to worry about that right now. I don't think that you're going to move the needle so much more going there. Whereas you can make a lot of progress in your own personal life right now, just getting yourself feeling 100% again.
So I've actually made the decision to go to Legends, um, which is uncanny because now they're the partner for the Masters division.
It was, yeah.
Um, so I actually made the flight arrangements last week. That announcement came out today. but I'm heading there in December.
I'm happy because that was gonna be my next question. Are you going to Legends? Where is that at again?
Tempe, Arizona.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Arizona's kind of cool. Have you been to Arizona?
I have.
Okay. I went to
Not
Arizona.
not a big fan.
Well, I don't know where you went, but I went to Scottsdale, and that's like the bougie golfers area, but it was really cool. And I like hiking, so there's some really cool hiking stuff there. Camelback Mountain. And there's a CrossFit gym out there that I went to because I went to Scottsdale a few times for business. And the CrossFit gym out there is awesome. Camelback CrossFit. Can't say enough good things about them. They are so hospitable, fun community. I still keep in touch with some of the members that I met out there. So, but yeah, that's going to actually, I think, be a better movement thing for you because I mean, with what's going on with the whole, just pulling it up right here, what's going on with everything going on with the games, I think you'll have a much better um, role there. I think with media.
Well, and I said this, I don't even remember where I said it on some show last week. The contract for Rogue is I get 30 seconds of footage for the entire CrossFit competition and 30 seconds of footage from the strongmen, and that's it. And you're very limited in what you can do from the venue. Well, in that case, I might as well just do it from home and cover it watching TV.
And this is what I don't understand. I know this is your weight loss journey, but like just listening to, I'm not sure if you watched Hiller's latest video. He talks a lot about CrossFit and what's his name, Craig Ritchie's video on the dying CrossFit, whatever. It's very true that media is what brings the sport. So I don't understand why limiting media coverage is such a big thing with these competitions. I feel like it should be like getting it out to more people, not holding it to the select few people that they want to promote it. I mean, it just doesn't really make any sense for growing the brand or for you guys. I mean, it just doesn't, you guys are essentially, and the thing is, you're not asking them for money. Like, it's not like, hey, you're going to pay us to give you publicity. We're going to do this for free, So just whatever. So I think it's going to be a good call for you to be able to be at the Legends. So that'll be more fun, anyways.
Well, in the access I'll get at Legends, like these short stories I've done with MFC athletes have gone over very well. They're very
Yeah,
short, they're digestible, they're 10 to 15 minutes long each, and I can do a ton of those while I'm in Arizona,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And get way more bang for my buck there than I can at Rogue. So, and Bruce, that's a great point. I probably could get someone on the ground at Rogue to jump on every day and talk. I know Jay Birch is going to be there. I think he's judging, but I can reach out to some people that might be on the ground.
Yeah, for sure. I know Miss Annie Giddens, she's at like every freaking competition, man.
She
She
is.
she is always, by the way, she is crushing her own fat loss journey. I'm not sure if you've seen
I
her.
saw her at MFC and
She looks
gave her
good.
a huge hug. She looked awesome.
Yeah, she's doing really good. So she's working with Coach Katie and has been since I think I want to say last October, so about a year now. So maybe a little bit less, but she's doing really well. All right. So cool thing is with Masters, with Rogue out of the picture, you're not traveling now. And so we don't really have anything until Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and I probably won't travel for Thanksgiving either.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so it until the beginning of first week of December is Legends. That's my first travel.
All right. Then let's get you back in the saddle because there's every week that goes by where you're like, I know I'm doing okay, but I'm not doing everything is like it's kind of like starting a workout, but like you keep going to grab water, you keep going to grab chalk, you keep like answering a text message on your phone. Like just get the freaking workout done. Like that's like that's really what we have to do. Like let's and I was talking about this today on my podcast earlier, is mapping out a fat loss journey is like you're going to take breaks. We took a break after the games, it's not always go go go, but it's like when it's time to go, you go. When it's time to break, you break. And I think that that's what we should be focusing on, like right now, is going a little bit.
I think the one thing we need to improve on is that when I need a break from the hustle of the media company, that's when I should break from the nutrition at the same time. Like, have just a complete
Got it.
reset. You know what I'm saying?
Such a good point. And it's
Like,
funny you say
I
that.
reset the nutrition while I was still on the hustle, and then I hit burnout, and now I'm struggling on the media side, which I'm coming out of, but it would have been perfect to have the whole reset at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, but sometimes you can't always predict when you're gonna experience that burnout in life, right?
Well, and I was gonna say, I need to do a better job, like, after the games, taking a reset
So maybe
myself.
well, maybe what you should have done was after the games, not rushed into so much podcasting and taken that podcasting break with the nutrition break at the same time. And it's funny you say this because I'm
I need to I
experiencing
need to plan better for my
right.
business and then put the nutrition piece with it.
I think that after the Legends, that your goal should be that next week, nothing is scheduled. Nothing is scheduled. After your Legends
Well, I
come,
think what I'm gonna do is Christmas. I'm taking because I only have 2 weeks to the Christmas week,
but that's
and
fine. But let's still take the week after Legends to give yourself it doesn't have to be a complete nothing. And I'm going to relate it to fitness because this, what you just said was important to me to hear too, because I'm experiencing this myself is that with training and work, like if I'm working hard in my business and with my clients on my rest days and I'm stressing and even if it's good stress, I'm just on alert and then I'm going right into training and I'm never having a day where I have a break from both. It's literally fatiguing me more than ever. And it's the same thing with you. So I think that you do need a break from both, a complete break from both. And I think that after the Legends, you should think of that like quote unquote deload week. Maybe do a little bit of work, but don't add anything. And
but
then Christmas, you take
here's
off.
the realistic part of it. When I travel and I get back, I have a bunch of content that needs to go out.
Mhm.
I need to give myself time to get that out and then take the break.
So that's what I'm saying. So that week, your only focus is that content. You're not adding on podcast stuff. Like everything is on kind of like maintenance mode, and you're just focusing on that extra work a little bit and not putting too much on your plate. That's what I mean. And I think that'll set you up to not burn out ever. So, you take the break before you actually need the break. So I like that for you. So let's plan for you really pushing right now. I think daily, let's get you back to I think that we should have you just post on your Instagram stories, posted for the day. I'm logged in. In fact, I'm going to make sure that we're checking in with you daily to make sure that you are logging your food every single day. I'm going to make sure that's set up today, that every single day you're getting an accountability check. Hey, did you log your food? I'm going to make sure it happens. Don't worry. I got you covered. I was just looking at some of the comments there. Bruce Wayne said, "What's next, Wadapalooza?" You are not planning on coming to Wadapalooza, correct?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think you will. I will be there. I will be there. So if you want somebody on the ground level, I have two athletes competing, two athletes qualified for me. And so I'll be there coaching the whole weekend. So, and when I say coaching the whole weekend, they're only going to be on the floor for, an hour, before and after. So I'll be there. I'll be there I'll have a coach's pass too, which is kind of exciting. So I'll be in the back area. Not that talking to the athletes back there is what we would really be doing because that's when they're actually warming up. But I will be at Wadapalooza, so always a good time. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, my client Sammy Pugh, who was a semifinals athlete, and also Morgan Denofa, the 18-year-old girl. So exciting. But
Very cool.
what else? Nutrition should definitely not be a take a break type of thing at this time. So Bruce, I think that I think what Bruce said is also kind of important to discuss because I talked about this a little bit recently as well. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Bruce says nutrition should definitely not be a take a break type of thing at this time. Okay. Here's what I think that even Scott, everybody should understand about taking a break from nutrition. when we take a break from quote unquote nutrition, we shouldn't be changing what we're eating. We shouldn't be changing our habits, that stuff. What really is changing is, what is my focus right now? I'm not so worried if I have an extra ounce of chicken or an extra tablespoon of peanut butter, or I decided to have a little bit of extra rice, or I skipped a snack today. We're not focusing on being so dialed in on a specific goal of like, am I dialed in for fat loss? But we never take a break from nutrition. We take a break from the focus. And that's why our nutrition needs to be sustainable and include the foods we enjoy. It needs to include, yeah, the cat does agree. It needs to include time with family, date nights with your wife or your husband, including some social meals, including, hey, like I just really wanted to have French fries today. Like that stuff is part of the plan, and not feeling like we are always either on a diet or completely 180, not caring about a single thing. So, yeah, that was my little touch point on that.
There we go.
And my cat does say hi, I guess. So, it's funny. My new house has in my kitchen, he's never had this, but he can jump on my refrigerator, and now there's like a ledge up above my cabinets. He just all day now he naps up there. He just sits up there and naps. So he's got his own little spot now. Now I can't get up there and get him.
Whatever makes him happy.
Yep, exactly. Valvis BTW. How do you say that?
You did as well as I could have.
Welcome to the party. I'm not sure if this is your first time on the show, catching us at the tail end. So, focus this week. Push-up challenge, tracking your food, getting back on track with that. Did you have a date night with your wife last week?
My wife has been under the weather.
Oh, no.
So no.
Well, she's probably been under a lot of stress too, with everything going on with her mom and all that kinds of stuff. So make sure you take her someplace nice this weekend.
I will.
Yeah. How's the weather up there, by the way? Today was the first day where I'm like, ooh, there's a little chill in the air. Bruce knows he's in Miami. So it was like a little bit of that fall Florida weather. Like, you're like, it's almost sweater weather.
Had to turn my heat on this week for the first time.
Uh-oh. Push-up challenge, Elise. It is 5 sets, 2 minutes on and 1 minute off. But let me just verify that I'm giving you the right details that I posted in my Facebook group. I'll look right now. I want to make sure I don't say the wrong thing. I'm pretty sure. Yes. So week 2 is you can accumulate this up to 5 times this week. So 5 sessions you have. You're going to accumulate either 3, 4, or 5 sets of 2 minutes of max push-ups, 2 minutes of rest. So in fact, if you wanted to, I'm okay with you saying, hey, I want to get in 25 rounds of that this week, and I'm going to get in like 8 rounds one day and whatever, or I'm going to get in 12 rounds this week. I'm okay with you getting it done however. So, but I'll make sure that you see that. I'm not sure if you're in the Facebook group or not, but I'll tag you in it. So anyways, yeah, it's 5 sets, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. Here, I'll post it in the comments right here. I'm going to just copy and paste the actual thing from the Facebook group, so you guys will have it. This is week 2. Just posted it. Week 1 was accumulating 150 reps anyhow. Feel free to hit that again. Week 2, complete this workout 5 times this week. 3, 4, or 5 sets. 2 minutes max push-ups, 2 minutes of rest. There we go. So now everybody knows. And I'm officially Clydesdale Media. What is that picture of?
That is our Twitch account.
Oh. How does it pick which person I am? I'm just talking to you about media stuff now. Now I'm a pig person. Sometimes
No. You're always logged in here. This account, the StreamYard account, is Clydesdale Media.
Okay. But how does it pick who I'm speaking from, whether I'm speaking from the Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter?
It does it to all.
Okay. I guess I was wondering why did it come up as the Twitch person when I posted? Why didn't it pick the Facebook person or the YouTube person?
Well, this is behind the curtain, but it actually posted 3 times. It
Oh,
posted to Facebook, it posted to YouTube, and it posted to Twitch.
got it. I got it. Oh, I see. Now I think I see. Okay, cool. Oh, awesome. All right, cool. Corey lives in Florida too?
Louisiana.
Oh, okay. Well, we're further south from you, Corey. Even though you're in the south, you're in a different kind of south. I mean, you're more southern than we are, but we're more southern in world of like geography. But yeah. Anyways, I'm getting off on tangents today. So, like my shirt, it matches.
Yeah, love it.
So, all right. Well, we got some work to do this week. Getting back into tracking. I want to see a food diary. Last thing, I didn't even ask. How's the gym been going?
Good, good.
Okay.
I feel like the intensity is getting up a little bit. I love a bench press, so
I know.
got to do that today, even if it was dumbbell. Much rather be a barbell, but
It's so funny how like throughout my entire career of CrossFit, up until the last couple of years, I didn't really bench press. And now it's like one of my favorite days. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hit some bench press. Like yesterday morning, I'm like, oh, I'm bench, and I love dumbbell bench press. I'm like, it was not a thing. In fact, I want to buy some of the because I don't have all the dumbbells, but you know how like with dumbbells, it's like you go to like 35 to 40 and suddenly you fail. It's the same thing. I got to get some like fractional plates to like add on. But yeah, I'm glad the gym's going well. You've been making it into the gym. Or are you doing more garage gym workouts? Okay, good.
yeah. And then I have bulk pickup coming this Friday to get rid of a bunch of stuff out of my garage. So I'll have a nice wide open space to video and do a Clydesdale workout of the week.
When are you going to do that?
As soon as I get it cleaned up enough to be video ready.
Well, you got to let me know because I want to know. I want to watch. So I'm excited for that. Are you just going to do whatever workouts posted for the group or for the class that day?
So that one's going to have to be something that fits in a smaller window, because I don't want to be like silent while people are just watching me work out for a chipper, right? Like it's going to have to be something that I can interact with like an interval workout or an EMOM or something shorter where I get it done and then we talk about it after.
Listen, I'm going to be honest, okay? People watch people work out. So don't be afraid to just be sitting there on a camera working out. I see kids watching kids play with toys and they're like infatuated about like what's this kid's name? Ryan's toy review. Kids just sit there and watch kids play with toys, just like adults sit there and watch other adults fitness. So don't discredit yourself. People are going to want to watch you. So I think you picked a workout.
The idea that was posed to me was by Carolyn Prevost and Lex, and they want me to kind of explain why I'm doing the workout in the manner I'm doing it, like why I'm scaling this, why I'm scaling that, what I'm trying to get out of it, and then do the workout and then have a discussion after.
Yeah, it's perfect. But don't feel bad if it's like during the workout you can't stop and talk. Do the workout.
Yeah, I just don't want to do a 40-minute chipper. Like
right.
I,
Make sure it's a short one, like a 21:15 or like a, yeah.
I think I've come up like 12 minutes or less.
Oh, yes, for sure. Yeah, nobody wants to watch 40 minutes of biking in circles. Like, I got that. Trust me. That's the stuff that nobody wants to watch. I gotcha. So, all right. I'm looking at these comments over here. So I think that we're in a good spot. So yeah, let us know when we're going to plan to see you on video doing a workout. I would love to see that. Nutrition, we have a plan. We're doing the push-up challenge. I think that's pretty much it today. Anything else?
All good.
All right.
I will say that I might be doing a competition in November. If my partner agrees, I'm waiting on confirmation on that.
What's the competition?
So it is with Heather Lawrence, who is the director of sport for CrossFit. But Charlie would be my partner, and we would go down to Athens, Ohio, do the competition that she's doing as well, and then interview her after.
What's the name of the competition?
the Southeast Ohio something or other.
I'm gonna look it up. Have you heard of the Fittest on the Coast?
Yeah.
I have a couple of
I don't
athletes doing
I don't wanna talk about that.
that. Okay, we won't talk about that. I have a couple of athletes doing that. I'm gonna pull up this competition because I'm just curious. That's awesome. Well, I'm excited to hear about this. Southeast Ohio. I'm gonna take a look at it. I see there is an affiliate, but I'll have to take a look
Yeah.
to find.
It's
Yeah,
a super small comp. It's nothing big.
yeah. Well, that'll be
It's
fun.
really just to
I'm
help
excited for you.
support them and Heather and get to talk to her.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I think that'll be cool to see you do something like that. I thought you were gonna tell me that you're signing up for the Chad challenge or something.
Yeah, Corey. The Southeast Ohio something or other classic. That's what it's called.
Hmm,
Sure. I think it's called Throwdown, the Southeast Ohio Throwdown or something, but I don't know.
I'm gonna find it.
I have to get Charlie to say yes. He was checking his schedule.
Yeah, I think you'll. Otherwise, is it only male male? Male male, or is it male female?
There's female, female.
Oh, well, you can find somebody else. I'm sure there's somebody else that'll do it with you.
And so he was interested. He just had to check and make sure that he wasn't booked that weekend already.
Yeah, I can't even find it, so I'll have to keep looking. I just put it into Google and I don't see anything. So I'll keep looking. But all
All
right,
right.
cool.
Well, we will update that next week and let you know what the exact name is and whether I was able to get Charlie or had to go somewhere some other way. With that, we will see everyone next time on Clydesdale Media Weight Loss Journey. Bye, guys.
Bye.